Hello again, my friends. In this video we're gonna look at 4 interesting ways to start your own story. So our learning objective of this video is to select and use appropriate openers in narrative writing. So mainly we're thinking about when you're gonna write a fictional writing or a fictional story, how can you start your own story in a way that can hook the reader to continue reading your story. The benefits of choosing some exciting openers is that story openers help to set the tone for the rest of our writing. And we mean by setting the tone, we mean that the way you're writing might tell about the characters, about the setting, about the plot, and every detail of your story. A good opening makes the reader want to read on and read more and continue your story. A good opening tantalizes the reader with an idea of who, where, when, or what is happening or is going to happen. There are many ways to start your story, but you may try one of these 4. Action, dialogue, character, and setting. Character and setting, for sure, they are very common, and most of the students like to start with them. But if you try to start with action or dialogue, that's going to be very exciting. Because if your opener raises questions, it will keep the reader interested. So again, we are trying to choose one of these 4 in order to make the reader has many questions as he continues reading, so he can think about what could happen next and has this kind of motive to continue reading. Action, this is the first way. You can get away to the point, begin your narrative in the heat of battle. Charging at the old abandoned door of the house, he used all his strength to force it open. This is an example of how can you start your story with an action. Of course, many questions might knock your mind or knock the reader's mind about what is happening or what is behind the door. Is he running away from something? Does he want to get in or out? These questions might raise quickly as you start reading this kind of action opener. Another way is using dialogues or direct speech. It's slightly less dramatic than full-blown action, but still gets into the story quickly. Here's an example of this. How on earth could that have possibly happened? Complained Andrew. Many questions might raise from this, such as what has happened and who is Andrew? Third, we have characters as opener or describing them at the beginning of the story. Immediately give the readers someone to connect with. For example, we have here, her curls of golden hair fell across her face, catching the light from the glistening moon. Who is this girl, you might ask? What is so great about her? The fourth way could be describing the setting or mentioning something about the setting as an opener. Immediately give the readers somewhere to imagine. For example, a stale smell lingered in the air. The smell of rotting wood could be sensed from towns away. It had not been entered for years. The readers might ask, where do you think this place is? Why do you think it has not been entered? And why do you think rotting wood can be smelled? These questions and more can push the reader to continue reading